Welcome to another video of Walk on the Wild Side, and I am here in Blackpool, and I am not trying to blend into the background wearing this hoodie. Look at this, I've got a new hoodie. You might have seen it on the previous video. Let's put the hood up. How do I look? I hope I don't look threatening. But anyway, yes, in this video I just wanted to talk about, you get a glut of not so much YouTubers, but TikTokers these days, don't you? There's so many TikTokers, aren't there? So it's like everyone's on TikTok. I'm on TikTok as well, but I don't really use it all that much. I'm more of a YouTube man myself. Check out that view of the tower. We're looking down Tilsley Road here. I'm just by where the Coliseum used to be. It's now a Home Bargains. But yeah, the thing is that you get a lot of, it's more TikTokers, I think, and possibly Facebookers as well. They come to Blackpool and they don't know anything about Blackpool, and they only look at the bad bits and they slag it off and oh, look at the state of this, look at the state of that. Now, I've shown all sides of Blackpool on my channel. If you followed me from the start, in fact, I actually started right here. When I did my first Blackpool video, I pretty much started right here. So what I wanted to do in this video is show you some of the bad bits and some of the good bits. Because that is what I'm all about, and that's the reason why I started this channel in the first place. Just look at that view of Blackpool Tower. It's lighting up now as well. It's been a bit of a grey day today. We're looking down Tilsley Road, I've mentioned it before. And there was a building that was knocked down there. There was a gap. Yeah, a couple of years ago they had to knock a building down. So this is a little bit of a... Yeah, this is the not so nice part of Blackpool. As I pan round, we get to see the convenience store there, the Foxhall convenience store. This is Lytham Road, and that leads up to Manchester Square, which you can see the back of the Manchester pub there. So yeah, it's a little bit run down around here, to say the least. In fact, I would probably say that this is probably the most deprived part of Blackpool. Forget Central Drive, I would say it's this part here. Who remembers the old lifeboat house over there, when it was a lifeboat house? I only remember it when it was an arcade. It was actually a pretty good arcade as well. And then it became some sort of sensory place for kids with disabilities, and now it's John Mack Tyres, and they seem to do pretty well. So as we look this way, up Lytham Road, I'm going to head up that way. I'm going to take a bit of a sort of zigzag. So we'll look at some of the not so good bits, and then we'll finish off, hopefully, on a positive. As I pan this way, we're looking down towards, this is Hopton Road, and that leads towards the tram sheds. The old heritage trams are parked in a building down there, which is falling to bits, unfortunately, but hopefully one day they'll be able to fix it, and I'll get those old trams back running again along this track here, and they come out here and they go up to the promenade up that way there. Yeah, so when the Coliseum was in use over there in the olden days, the bus station, it was buzzing around here, you know. I mean, I'm probably going back to when I was younger, or possibly before I was born, because when I grew up, Blackpool was already on decline, but we didn't notice, you see, because growing up in the 70s, and it was amazing to be in Blackpool, and round here it was buzzing. We had markets round here. We still have some markets, you know, they're still set up here sometimes. They've got one over the road there. They're set up there sometime. I'll just turn you around. We've actually got some, I think that's just a table they set up here for a market here, look. So there is some evidence that they have markets here at stalls at times. There's one over there as well. So we've got a bit of a split in the road here. So Lytham Road carries on that way, and this road here, what's that road called there? I don't know, to be honest. Oh, it's called Nelson Road. I've got a shut down shop on the corner here. with some flats above, which I'm not too sure if they're occupied. So this is the part that a lot of the TikTokers and that will show. They'll just show this bit. You know, they'll show the rubbish here. Look at this rubbish here. Look, beer bottles and stuff. We're only a minute away from the promenade, so I'll head up here and we'll see what it's like on the promenade, shall we? Just look at that view there down Bolton Street. It looks a bit desolate, doesn't it? It's a bit like a ghost town, really, isn't it? The weather's not helping either, is it, really? With it being so dull. Can't see the sun today, but I think it's about to go down. Look at this hotel here, the Harper Beach. You know, I've filmed this a few times on the channel, and it's a massive, just look at the size of it. And it's all empty, isn't it? It looks like someone did a bit of work to it and then maybe ran out of money or something. But the building itself, if you look at, just look at these bays, just look at them bays there. Those bays are amazing. Trafalgar Road is this one here. Man, I tell you what, I'm just come onto the promenade and we might have a positive, folks. We might just get to see the sun. It's possibly just going to poke out of that clear spell over there. We'll see, shall we? I'll keep an eye on that sunset, but I'm just outside the Sapphire Hotel, Blackpool. Has anyone stayed at the Sapphire? They're always playing music here. It looks quite fancy at the front, but I have heard some reviews for it and they're not that favourable. Let me know if you've stayed at the Sapphire. What's this here? Smashed burgers. Get yourself some smashed burgers. So yeah, that's the building I was looking at there. It's on the corner. The Harper Beach. I want to have a look at the front because there's a date. There is actually a date on the front here. This is, I mean, just look at it. That is so grand. They've got the Dutchman Hotel there as well. So that's a bit like, you know, the St. Chad's Hotel that they knocked down. This is very similar. It's a terrace. And if you look up there, it says up there, at the top there, Eve's Terrace, 1878. Look at that, wow. Can you see that? 1878, wow. So this is what I mean about a lot of these old hotels in Blackpool. In the olden days, this will, if you look at old pictures, you'll see this on old pictures, won't you? And it won't have any of these extensions at the front. It'll have those bays going all the way down. And those were different times, weren't they? But anyway, let's go to the positive now, shall we? And I'm going to head on to the seawall. We might just get the sun poking out of the... Oh, that would be epic if the sun comes out there, won't it? How dreamy is this now, look? Wow, amazing. Now, I haven't really got anything against these people that come to Blackpool and only show the bad bits, because it's a free country and they can do what they want, and some of them, they do pretty well out of it, don't they? It's their speciality. People like Billy Moore maybe, but he's a YouTuber, he's not a TikToker. That's just what he does, isn't it? He only ever goes to the bad parts. He never really looks at the good bits, does he? So, I'll tell you what, it's really lapping up here. Let's have a look at the tide show. Is that sun going to come out? Wow, look at that. We're getting to see the best part of Blackpool now with the amazing Irish Sea. I'll keep an eye on that and see. I'm not sure if the sun is going to come out. It looks like the cloud's taking over, unfortunately, but you never know. It might just poke out yet. If it does, well, we could be in for a nice sunset. Here's a look towards the pleasure beach this way. So I've just come back here to Eve's Terrace. The sun has disappeared into the cloud, I'm afraid. I think we've lost the sun for today, but we've got the Crystals on the Prom Hotel, which is on the opposite side to the Harbour Beach, which we were looking at before. I'm not too sure if that's a running hotel myself. Next to that, we've got a space that leads to the street at the back, Bolton Street. I'm just wondering whether there used to be a building there that was knocked down. Because that's not a street, as far as I know. There's no road going down there. Looks like there might have been something demolished. But anyway, we're now onto this block here, and this doesn't look as grand, really, does it, this one? The one with the Royal Windsor Hotel. That doesn't look as grand, does it? Really? But as we get closer to Manchester Square, we've got another building here which has got some quite fancy entrances there with some ironwork on it, and that's a little bit, well, it's seen better days, hasn't it, really? The Seaview Lodge, that looks like a functioning hotel, apartments, whatever, but the one next door, no, not really. Windows open, that'll be full of pigeons, that, won't it? Yeah, anyway, we've now got the Manchester, and the Manchester is actually closed, yeah. It's closed, the Manchester pub. Yeah, so the Manchester pub here at Manchester Square is a very popular pub. It's a family pub. It's got a family bar in it. It's a popular pub for football, sports and all that. Got like a big light bay window up there, hasn't it? Yeah. The Manchester. We're coming back round almost to where I started down there. You can actually see where that building used to be over there. Look, that space where they had to knock that building down. I think was it on fire? I can't remember. I think there might have been a fire there or something like that. Something, they had to knock it down anyway. I can't remember why, but it's just another one of those many buildings in Blackpool that's fallen into disrepair. It's just the way it is with a lot of them. Well, we've got some quite presentable hotels here by Manchester Square. We've got the Royal Sea Bank over there, and just over here, these are massive hotels, these, by the way. We've got the Craggy Don. Okay, so I'm now on the main drag, as it were, looking towards the waxworks. This is one of the busiest parts of Blackpool Promenade. If you come here in the season, there'll be quite a lot of people around here. The arcades. Of course, we've got the Blackpool Tower. These are the, I don't know what you call them, but they sway in the wind. They tell you which direction the wind's going. So we've got an easterly today. And as we look this way, the tide is on its way out. We're looking towards the North Pier there. 1863. We're finishing on a positive, folks, as we pan round towards the Central Pier. Blackpool has still got 3 Victorian piers, and that one there is the Central Pier, 1868. Here's another positive of Blackpool. You get to see amazing displays of the starlings around the North Pier in the winter time. Now here's another positive. Blackpool has got 3 Wetherspoons, and this is just one of them, the Albert and the Lion, in the old Woolworth building of 1938. The comedy carpet in front of the famous Blackpool Tower. This is a positive. Could do with a bit of a clean though. Okay, so I'm going to finish here on the Blackpool Tower, and it's lighted up now. In fact, some of the lights aren't working. Look at this here, there's a big block out there, and some of this heart doesn't seem to light up as well. In fact, I don't know if I've ever seen that heart light up perfectly. It never seems to be right, but hopefully they'll get onto it. So that was a little look at only a short area of Blackpool. I haven't walked very far. The good and not so good of Blackpool. Let me know what you think of these TikTokers that, not only Blackpool, but they go to other places as well. It's mainly the TikTokers that I think, oh my goodness, I can see the sun. It is just dropping onto the horizon. Just look at this. Oh my goodness, look at that. Oh, I've got to film that with my phone. I can't do it with this because it's... Can you see this? Oh, look at that. Right at the very end, the sun showed itself. That is absolutely incredible. You can only just see it. How amazing is that? Never be surprised at what you can see from Blackpool. I can't believe it. I just looked over there and I saw the sun. You can see it dipping below. That is absolute. What an incredible sight. And I did mention before, if it was a little bit less cloudy, it had the potential to light up the whole sky. But that didn't quite happen, but it was still a nice sunset, wasn't it? So there you go, the good and not so good of Blackpool. I hope you liked the video. If you do, hit the like button and also hit subscribe and tick the bell for notifications of new videos, and I'll see you again on the next one.